What's up, Aquarius? This is Marcus from Lions Oracle, back with your March 2022 reading. We're going to do some Oracle cards here. We're going to take 3 Oracle cards here for you. Then we're going to get some Tarot to clarify. All right, so we have number 11, Peace. All right. And then once we do that, we're going to do your past, present, and future energies. All right. So we have the Tao Oracle was the first. This is the Moonology Oracle. All right. And we have a personal issue reaches resolution. Alright, and that's full moon in Cancer. Alright, and then we have the Starseed Oracle. Those who resonate with that term, Starseed. This also gives some current info. And then it says, you got the love. Alright, so we'll clarify those. Okay, so we're going to clarify. So we're going to use the LightSeers Tarot. Alright, and with the LightSeers Tarot, we're going to get you your past energies, your present energy, your past energy, your present energy, and your current energies. Alright. Alright, so let's fill out first. Alright, so your past energy is the Nine of Cups. Present energy is the Sun. Future energy is the Knight of Cups. Okay? So it looks like you have a dream fulfillment. And things are looking really, really good for you. You know, there's something that you had to take some time to balance and like slow yourself down. And it looks like that you got some good energy coming from that. All right, your past energy, you have the Page of Cups. This is for the personal issue that came to resolution. All right, your current energy for that is the Five of Wands. Okay, so this can mean that you're in training, or you might be learning, or you might be learning from the competition. We'll get some more insight on that. Okay, and then we have the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups in your future energy. All right, and now for you got the love. All right, so let's see what we have here. And your past energy, let's see what we have. All right, so your past energy, we got 2 cards. We got the Six of Pentacles. We got the Death card. That's in your past energy. It's like your current energy, we have the Queen of Swords, so that will represent your energy, whether male or female, or however you identify. All right, and then we'll see what we have in your present energy. All right, present energy, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Okay, all right. So the bottom of the deck energy is the Ten of Swords. So it looks like you walked away from a bad experience. If you see this picture, they're walking towards the light, and they have everything behind them. That's all the negativity, right? So as I mentioned here before, we have the angel number 11. This is for peace. Now, the peace card is about harmony, balance, perfection, equipoise, a sense of well-being, favorable conditions, and expansion. Now, if you look at this card, you can see there's a lot of blue. You can see there's tranquil waters that's there. So with this Ten of Swords, you might have had some really bad experiences in the past. Backstabbing, probably people talking about you really bad at work or in your family. And what you had to do is you had to go get some peace. You maybe had to go alone or go out in nature just so that you could find some peace here. Now, the angel number 11, if you add it up, 1 + 1 is 2. Now, 2 is about connection. It's about union. It's about working with others so that things could go well. All right. So in this time, with the blue colors here, what I'm thinking is that you had to take some time for yourself so that you'll be able to come back and you'll be able to speak for yourself and speak up. And with that tranquil waters, you were able to calm yourself down and calm your emotions down to be able to reach your goals. All right. Now, in the past position here, we have the Nine of Cups. So this Nine of Cups, this is a dream fulfillment. So possibly you had a dream job that came to you, or you had a great idea that came to you that was your dream fulfillment. It was something that you were looking for, and this filled all of your cups. And if you can see this person jumping in the air, and you can see that their chest is glowing. So this is something that's close and dear to your heart, and it's made things really, really strong for you and made you really confident. Right? Now you have the Sun card. This is your current energy. This is the best card in the deck by far. So this is just saying that right now, the way that you're feeling about your peace and about what you got when you came out of your peace is that you feel like this exposed your true happiness. This lets you know the actual direction you're supposed to be heading, not the direction that people were sending you, and not how you were feeling or how people intended for you to feel. But now you're feeling well. You're open up to the sun rays. You're open up to the energy of the sun, and you're absorbing that. Right? And your future energy is the Knight of Cups. So now the Knight of Cups, well, what I'm representing here is that I'm seeing that, possibly it could be that you have a love situation or something that might be coming in March 2022. Now, a Knight of Cups typically also represents, it represents an offer. It represents something that you're doing with passion. You're doing it from your heart. Now, with this, you see the young man is sitting on the chair. He's got the roses. He's got the letter. He's like ready to show. So possibly you have an offer, or maybe someone that's coming to you with a letter or something to say to you. The red roses, that's representative of passion. It's also representative in some cases of danger. But when it comes to the Knight of Cups, this is someone who's moving forward, well-spoken, good intentions, and saying what they need. And this is your future energy, right? So here we have a personal issue comes to resolution, right? Now, what I feel with this Aquarius is this is in the full moon of Cancer. So there's something that's starting now during the March 2022 time frame that is going to come to a resolution. You're probably going to see it by the full moon of Cancer or around that time frame. In your past energy, you have the Page of Swords. So you've been doing some research. You've been kind of looking into whether it's a new job, or you've been looking at a new search of, whether or not you're trying to start a business, or maybe you're studying, you're actually going to school, and you just started school again. And you see that this has you flying. Now you see this person's walking a tightrope, which is a sword. So the information that you're getting, you're paying attention to it, but you're also tiptoeing over a sword, because this information that you're getting possibly could help you or it could hurt you if you're not paying attention. All right? Your current energies, all right, is the Five of Wands. Now the Five of Wands is about competition. It's about competing. Now this is also about sometimes it's about being tested to the point that you're learning. So, this kind of goes well with this here. So if you're in school and this is your past energy, and you see this Five of Wands here, everybody's trying to reach to the highest goal to get to their best. So it's possible that you're being tested, or that you're competing, or you may even be training for something, and you're going to say for your test. I'm getting a lot of vibes on this of, something like you may be trying to, learn everything that you need to do to possibly get like a city job or something, and maybe become like a fireman or something. I'm getting fireman vibes just from looking at the clothes of the guys. It looks like you're trying to reach up, to the highest plateau, and even though they're reaching for fire, you're going to be looking to try to put out a fire. Mm-hmm. Now, next we have in your future energy, all right, you have the Six of Cups and you have the Page of Cups, right? So with the Six of Cups energy, you see this is reminiscing. You see this little kid with the dog. So this person is reminiscing with their dog from when they were a kid to the future. And the Page of Cups, this is about a message that's coming that touches you emotionally, right? So it looks like there might be someone that's coming in from the past, or you might be reminiscing about something from the past that you get a message from, or you get a surprise that comes to you that kind of shocks you. But this is something that's good information, good messaging. And this is good energy, because from the peace side, you have the Knight of Cups, and then now you have the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups. So this is definitely a message or an offer that's coming to you. This might be someone that you currently know from the past, or something that came from you from the past, and it's going to be something that's going to make you reminisce. But as you see the person, this thing that comes in is going to have you floating on your heels. You see the person, their feet's here. Once you get this information, you're going to feel really good, and you're going to be floating. Right? So then we have You Got the Love. Okay? This is Hadrian energy, codependency, and boundaries. All right? Now, as I mentioned here before, you have the 11. And so what this You Got the Love tells me is that possibly you were in a relationship, or possibly you were in a bad situation where you were working somewhere that you weren't appreciated. And what you had to do is you had to take some time to go and be by yourself. You had that Ten of Swords energy. just looking at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords energy, and you have this Hermit energy, where things were really, really bad. So you had to walk away from it. You had to walk towards the better things. And then you had to take some time with the Hermit energy to look inside and light your own fire. And so you see the person sitting on the top of the mountain, they're kind of staring at the stars, and they're trying to figure out what's best for them. What's the best situation? And sometimes you have to take a moment for yourself and just kind of sit and look within. Aquarius. That's one of those things where when you take that time for yourself, you find that the answer is within you. You don't have to look too far. You don't have to have anybody, clarify or validate you when you just take the time to listen to yourself. Right? Now, like I mentioned, from the You Got the Love, you can see this picture. All the faces of the people are fading away. So you might have had a lot of different people that kind of showed you a lot of shady energy, and like these memories are in your mind, and these things made your thought process hazy. You moving forward, they made you feel a certain way about yourself, right? But this works out good because this changed you with the Death Rebirth card. This changed your way of looking at things. Okay, you wished upon a star, as you can see within the Death card, and you changed your things. Just like how we had when you was looking at the Hermit card, they were looking into the stars. Things are balancing out for you with the Six of Pentacles, and this has made you wiser. Okay, to the point that you learned so much from this that this made you wiser, made you even have better finances, or maybe have had enough knowledge that if you meet someone else that has this same problem, once you transform from this, you're going to be able to talk to people and give advice to people about the same issue that you had, and it's not going to be something that's going to hold you back anymore. Right? Your current energy is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, if you look at this, she's a bad mother. She got her samurai sword, and she's just sitting there waiting. And she's like, all right, test me. That's because the samurai sword, or the katana blade, is the sharpest sword known to man on the earth. So whatever it slices, it's gone. It doesn't have a chance to be there. And if you look in the bottom, there's a cup. The cup is locked up. So the emotions is locked down. There's no emotion that's being used for this. It's just pure logic. And this represents you, all right? So when you think about this, Aquarius, whether you're a male, female, or however you identify, you're being sharp about your thoughts. You're being witty about your thoughts. You're being smart. Now, if you notice the flag is raised a little bit higher, and the flag is blue. So this is about you speaking up for yourself and you making wise decisions. And being an air sign, you see this bird that's in the back. That's supposed to represent spirit. Most air signs are clear cognizant. So they basically get the information just from the download, just from the thought of kind of tapping into the collective conscious. They can kind of get information and figure out things just from sitting and just listening to themselves. And this is one of the beautiful things. Every sign has their individual power, but one of those things that you have, Aquarius, is that you can kind of sit and listen, and you'll get the downloads from the collective conscious. Mm-hmm. Now, your current energy, which is pretty dope here, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Page of Pentacles, right? So you have a new opportunity that's coming towards you. Now, this new opportunity is blowing your mind. As you can see, this is unraveling in your brain, and this is a staircase. So the staircase is raveling, and it's going down, and it's down and seeping in. But this is a download that's coming to you that is changing the way that you look at things. Now, look at the symmetry on this. You see the Page of Pentacles is also sitting on top of a circle, okay? Now, if you look at this to me almost looks like they're doing like a Tai Chi move, parting the horse's mane. And so this could be something that's just changing your way of looking at things, and possibly you're parting ways with your old way of looking at things, and you're going to take this new opportunity, move forward, and it's going to grow and be fruitful to you. And most of the time when it comes to the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is one of the best cards to get. It's an ace. But with Ace of Swords is a little tough, because for you to get an Ace of Swords, that means you usually had to go something bad, or you had to experience something. So you have clear movement, because you're going from the Ten of Swords, which is the end of a cycle, which is the end of backstabbing, which is the end of bad feelings and bad emotion, and you're going to this new opportunity for the Ace of Swords. So you're definitely making a lot of movement, and it looks like March 2022 is going to be good for you, because you're going from this ending that you can see this person got their back turned, they're looking towards the light, and they're wondering what's future. Technically in March also, that's when spring starts. The 21st of March is usually the beginning of the spring. And so you have this light that's downloading to your head. So this is going to change your thought process, and this thought process is going to be enlightened by this new opportunity that's given to you. Now, this can also represent an opportunity. It will also represent a message that's going to be given to you by an earth sign. So unless you have that in your chart, you may have an earth sign, that has a younger energy, Virgo, Capricorn, or also a Taurus that may come to you and kind of give you some advice or give you some information that might change the way you look at things and how you feel. All right. But I definitely think that things are going to be fruitful to you. Just showing you those last couple of cards here. You have the Ten of Swords and you have the the Hermit. So you looked within, you did the download, you did the work. Now that you looked within, you got all the information that you needed on how to change things. The Ace of Swords came in and it's giving you enlightenment. All right? So be positive, be optimistic. I'm confident that things are going to work out for you. As long as you're confident, things are going to work out for you. That positive energy builds on positive energy, and that's how you manifest things with that positive energy. All right? So it was my pleasure, Aquarius, to help you out here with another reading. If you can, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I appreciate everything that you guys send me on the page. You can also check my description box. We're going to have some personal information. So if you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, you certainly can. I'm starting up the page, and I just appreciate being able to give some information to you. And hopefully everything's good for you. Peace. Take care.